Thursday, guys, and tomorrow's Friday. It has been a fantastic week. I know we're live. I don't know where my video went. There we go. So it has been a fantastic week. Yesterday we kind of did a little play on the life of the life of a loan officer, the day in the life of a loan officer. We're gonna have a video coming about with that. That's pretty cute. But I mean, yesterday it was so cool. We had closings, we had pre-approvals, we had contracts, we had teams coming together. It was just very lively. By the time I got home, I kind of needed a small drink just to chill. But it was cool coming home to my babies and just being at home and everything, and just in your comfort zone, in your safe zone, and then just woosah. But it was all good things that happened yesterday, right? So I got to go to a closing yesterday for a veteran, and I have to tell you, I love veterans. I love our VA deals. My son is a Marine. My father-in-law is an Army veteran. My brother is, in the Coast Guard and was military as well. And so, like, it runs in our family. And I want to make sure that if I can take care of somebody the way that somebody would take care of my son, I want to make sure that it's getting done. We thank them for their service. It's a huge part of what they do for our freedom, right? So I had this buyer call me, or this agent call me. Love her to death. And she's like, Lynn, I have this buyer. 2 other lenders have told them no. They've started talking to me, and I was like, I need you to talk to my lender. And so one night we kind of dug deep into their application, kind of found out what the story was that was going on. And she's like, I just don't think that it's possible. I don't even want to tell my friends and family that I'm even thinking about this because I don't think it's possible. Yesterday they closed. It was amazing. She's like, I didn't even think, I didn't even know, I didn't even believe, I can't even believe it still. And her husband was there, and he's like, I just can't tell you how thankful we are. And it was kind of tearing up at the table, and it's a great thing, but they deserve it. They deserve it. And I got to tell them, I was like, I did nothing. Y'all trusted me, and y'all allowed me to be part of the process. Y'all did all of the work. So it's a good thing. But most people think, when they look at it, and the reason why 2 other lenders said no to them was because of their back-end ratios. Did you know that VA deal is not the same as Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac or FHA? They are not tied to ratios. And let's explain what ratios are, right? Ratios are your debt, your proposed housing payment, in a percentage rate compared to your income, right? That is how they calculate ratios. And every single program, except for like those non-qualified ones, and there's tons of them out there. I closed a no ratio deal the other day, have a specific ratio requirement. Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and FHA have a specific ratio requirement. How do we fit this number into this requirement in order to get people approved? And that's the thing. How, right? How do we make this number get where this is a requirement to fit your needs and what you are looking for, so that we're setting everybody up for success and that we're still making sure that we're doing it compliantly, right? So VA is completely different. VA does not have a ratio requirement. VA has a residual requirement, residual income. Here's what residual income is. Residual income is, here are all of everything that I pay each month, my debt, my house, my utilities, and here's my income. And the difference is the residual income. And that's what VA goes off of. They don't go off of the credit scores. I mean, you do need to have like your certain one. But they don't go off of the ratio requirement. They want to make sure that you meet that residual income. These buyers did not have the ratio requirement, and so they kept on getting referred, denied, and saying, no, I'm sorry, we can't help you. And they didn't even have a plan in place. They were just said, sorry, we can't help you. So when they came to us and we were like, okay, you meet the residual income, we have an approval in our system, this is what we're doing. But did you also know that you can do these on manual underwrites? And as long as they meet the residual income on the manual underwrite and all the things that they need to do, then you're good there too. So just because a ratio is high do not count it out, right? Like, we want to make sure that every buyer is getting the opportunity that they deserve. And the veterans deserve it. They deserve it. They put all of themselves in a selfless manner to be able to have, so that we can have the freedoms that we have. So if anybody deserves it, it's our veterans. So we got to celebrate their closing yesterday. I have a gentleman that's closing tomorrow as a VA deal. Same thing, residual income. Didn't think that they had the ratios, or didn't think that they could qualify because of their ratios. But again, that's what people look at. It's the same thing whenever we look at conventional loans, right? Like, I have done deals for conventional loans that have 30% down, 20% down, and a 450 credit scores, because they had some serious things that were going on with everything in their life, right? They had some mitigating circumstances. But those mitigating circumstances put them in a temporary position. But because they had the down payment, they have the ability to save, they have the ratios and everything else, we're able to get them done if we have an automated approval to do so. Stop looking at the things first glance. That is not what we want to do. We want to be able to dive deep and go deeper. Is there mitigating circumstances? Does it fit, and actually does it meet the guidelines? Not just do you think it meets the guidelines, or hey, this is a 55 back ratio. Like, sorry, we're not going to do it. Or hey, this is a 72 back ratio. Sorry, we're not going to do it. I don't know. I think you should keep on looking at and digging deep. But that's what it's about, right? It's about asking those questions. It's about going the whole path and giving them a path. Giving them a path. It is about setting the expectations. And I talk to people all the time that are like, I don't think I am where I need to be. That's fine. You don't need to be where you need to be right now. Let's see what we can do to get you where you want to be in the future. I want to have those conversations. I love having those conversations. Those are my heart's desire. It makes a difference, and it uplifts people, and that is what we're called to do in this world, is uplift people. So however we can brainstorm, however we can collaborate, however we can dig deeper, give me a call. My team is here. However, we can just keep on trying. That's what we want to know. We want to set a path forward for our buyers, just our buyers, our agents, our people in our lives, right? And whether it's with mortgages, real estate, or whatever, that's what we want. We want that path forward. We want to have that impact. We want to be able to lift people up and just be the reason somebody smiles today, right? Like, hold on. I'm coming. One of my agents gave me this. Love it. Be the reason somebody smiles today. And if we can be that for you, that's all we want to be, and our day is complete. So have an amazing day. Again, if y'all want to collaborate, brainstorm, or however we can help support you, let us know. Give us a call, 832-253-7309. Talk to you soon.